Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Spiritual Dowsey. I want to thank all you beautiful souls who have been subscribing, watching my videos, and following me here on Instagram. I really appreciate the love and support here as I continue to go forward on my journey. Also, if you really like the information that I provide here on YouTube, feel free to head over to Facebook or Instagram at Spiritual Dowsey. I put different content out there and you might resonate with that as well. So today I want to talk about this popular concept that's been floating around in the spiritual world. And I want to, mostly it's about something called the twin flame or the twin soul concept. It kind of plays in with the whole idea around soulmate as well. So I think I'm going to lump them all together and just talk about, this identity around this twin flame soulmate perspective. To me, I feel it's very limiting, and I want to give my perspective on that and maybe give you different ways of looking at it that could expand your thinking around it to be a little bit more expansive and not so limited in the version that I've been hearing. So before I do this, understand that these are my truths and my experiences. They don't have to be yours. These are the things that have guided me down my own spiritual path and healing path. So use your own discernment and take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So what is the twin flame? What is the twin soul, soulmate perspective? All right. So the twin flame idea is a concept or the theory that you and someone else are the emanations from one soul. So it's basically you're saying there is a source being, a soul, that has split into two and has incarnated into two different bodies. So you are one half and someone else is the other half of the same soul, right? Much like the soulmate is a belief that there's someone outside of you that makes you feel, that will just understand you, get you, and know everything about you and know how to interact with you, to make you just feel so complete without really having to say anything, and they just get you, and that they just feel like that you and them were the exact same soul, or were just such a perfect match as a soul. The soulmate concept, right? Now these don't have to be romantic in any way. It just could be someone that you are friends with, or you could be, just not in a romantic sense. But I think most people address this idea as a romantic sense, and I think the concept of it, if it is in the belief that is something, if you truly believe that there is a twin soul, that someone else outside of you has the other half of you, or that there's someone out there in the world that is the exact vibrational match for you, and they will just be able to make you feel complete and whole because you yourself don't feel complete and whole, I feel that it is very limited. I feel that it is very almost disempowering on some level, right? Because my perspective is that if you are the creator, your source incarnating into your physical vessel, and you're creating your reality, you have all the power. You are complete in itself, creating your reality, and it's based on your reality, based on the things that you're holding on to, that you are going to create and manifest into your reality, right? And so if you are in the belief that something is outside of you, which it cannot be because everything exists within you, then you're almost placing that power of you being able to find peace and balance and love on the outside. And to me, that is a very, very limited expression of source energy. It's a very linear perspective on source. It's a very linear perspective because source energy or souls are multidimensional, right? It is beyond time and it's beyond space. And for us to take it and be like, I think that this soul and this other person is the other exact match to me, and they must be my other half of that soul, is a very linear perspective on something that is focused on something very physical and not multidimensional. So let me give you a different perspective on this that may expand your consciousness to incorporate a little broader view of maybe what twin flame, twin soul could actually be, besides just this current one that's been flying around. And firstly, I want to give truth. That perspective is true. It's true to whatever you want to believe. If you believe that other person is a twin soul, or that there's someone else out there that could be your soulmate or your twin flame, whatever it may be, I think that's highly probable, and it completely is true. But I think it's a very limited truth. And here's the other truth that I want to provide to you that could be a little bit more expansive and multidimensional, right? So let's take that version, let's put that aside, and then let's take this version. You are your own twin flame. You are your own soulmate. You just haven't seen it yet, right? You are source being, incarnating into the physical vessel, and you've placed limitations on you. But as source being coming into the physical vessel, you are whole and you are complete already. You can't take source energy and step it down and make it feel like it's not complete. You are a fragment of source, but you are complete in the fact that you and the universe are the same, right? And because you have all the power, the same completeness and wholeness as the universe, as source energy to create your reality, you go about, based on your beliefs, magnetizing into your world, magnetizing via the law of attraction, magnetizing because the beneficial love of the universe brings those experiences to, because you are whole and complete and powerful, that you must be your own twin flame. You must be your own soulmate. It must be so, because anything that you project out into your reality, which is only has to be on the inside, you cannot have something that on the outside that doesn't exist on the inside. So therefore, what you project in your reality is but a reflection of you, and therefore what you have inside you is complete. It's just that you're projecting a broken version of you, saying that it doesn't exist within you, and therefore the universe must reflect that belief for you. But internally, it must be so that you are your own twin flame. You are your own soulmate. And so think about that energetically. If you were to be your own soulmate versus when you believe that something's outside of you, right? If you believe that something is outside of you, what happens is that you feel incomplete, right? You hold on to that vibration, you hold on to that belief, and then the universe magnetizes based on that thought process that you are incomplete and that you are going to be experiencing a bunch of relationships, a bunch of other experiences, whatever form, whatever way it needs to come from the universe to make you feel like you're not complete, that you are not whole, right? Versus if you do decide to say, I am my own soulmate, I am my own twin flame, that perspective allows you to feel more complete and whole within yourself, right? And then what happens is you magnetize, whether it be another relationship, whether it be other experiences, whatever shape and form that needs to be materialized and manifested via the law of attraction in the universe, a bunch of experiences that make you feel more whole and complete. And that can be done through a relationship, right? So you yourself are the source being that is complete and whole, and therefore you are your own soul mate, soul, twin flame, etc. All right? That's one perspective, right? That's one that's very empowering in my perspective. The other perspective is that there's no such thing as the twin flame soulmate thing, right? There's no such thing. Actually, no one is your twin flame or soulmate out there, okay? It must be so as well, right? Because the only thing that is real is what is inside you. Everything outside of you, if it's not within you, cannot exist, right? So if you place the identity that something outside of you is what will complete you, and everything else is a mirror outside of your reality based on you projecting your reality, that mirror doesn't exist. It's an illusion based on your projection of what you have inside you. Therefore, what you have outside of you is false or doesn't exist, because within you is where it all exists. So what you have out here is that these are just illusions and mirrors based on your projection, and therefore there is no such thing as a twin flame or soulmate on the outside. Right? That kind of goes hand in hand with like, I am my own soulmate, or I am my own twin flame, or there's really no such thing as a soulmate twin flame because it doesn't really exist. I am just source being whole and complete, and it doesn't exist. Those things don't exist, right? Or let's take this perspective, this multidimensional perspective, is that everyone is your soulmate twin flame. You are source being, and when you create your reality, the universe and you are the same, and via the law of attraction, you magnetize source beings, other source creators, to come into your reality to help you co-create experiences. In that relationship, that being is source, right? We all sprung from the same well that is source energy, and that being in itself is you, playing out a role for you to understand more about yourself. So therefore, everyone you come in contact with, every experience that you have throughout your day, whether it be your neighbor or stranger or whatever it may be, are all soulmates. They're all twin flames, right? That's a much more expansive view of that we are all coming from the same place, and that it's not just limited in one person, but it's open and broader to expand, to assume that everyone is your soulmate, right? The idea of what the other version of, especially if the first version I'm talking about, that someone else is your twin flame and someone else is your soulmate, and also having a romantic type of attachment to it, also assumes that you're going to be with that person for the extension of your life. Right? If you have that expression, if you have that attachment to say that this person, there's someone outside of me that is a direct match for me, or is the other half of me that will complete me, and they will be with me throughout my entirety of my life, is a very attached, very limited version of expression of that source energy. These other versions are a lot more expansive of that. And if you take the concept, the idea that everyone is your source, is a soulmate, then you understand that that person, whatever they're doing and coming into your reality, is a soulmate for that period of time to help you see something about yourself. Whether how brief or how long it may be, they are a soulmate because they're helping you understand something about yourself. It's just that when you have fights and all these other things and it doesn't align with you, we all take it as a version of saying that this person is wrong for me, without looking at this person was right for me to help me see something about myself, right? So you have to take into consideration when you're looking at the twin flame and the twin soul, the twin flame, twin soul, and the soulmate perspective, is that the law of attraction and you as the creator are playing a part of this whole process, right? You will only magnetize into your reality what is needed for you to understand more about yourself to be catalyzed inward. You will only hold on, you will only experience from any experience what you are exact match to on a frequency basis, right? So if you are holding on to this self-worth issues, right, you're going to hold on to self-worth because you don't feel loved and you are trying to find a relationship to make you feel that way, right? Understand right off the bat, those are two different frequencies. I don't feel self-worth. I want to find and magnetize a relationship to make me feel that way. It just doesn't happen. That relationship won't occur. What will happen is, though, you may magnetize a relationship or an experience in a relationship, and that relationship is only going to reflect to you more of what you're holding on, which will make you feel like you are not loved. They will not be involved. They will see other people, whatever it is. Whatever that experience will be, whatever that relationship will be, will only reflect the things that you're holding on to, unless you decide to look inward and be catalyzed to see more about yourself. So therefore, that person, whether you believe it or not, for whatever, how brief that experience is with that relationship, it was actually divine and perfect and was actually a soulmate. That soul incarnated came into your life to give you an expression, to give you an experience for you to know something about yourself. What else would a soulmate do for you, right? A soulmate isn't someone that allows you to just continue on happy being who you are without any testing of to help you find out who you are. That's not like even a good friend. A good friend is to help you see something about yourself when they tell you when you're doing things wrong or whatever it is about it, not to just sugarcoat everything, right? That's, in this perspective, when you are magnetizing relationships and the things you're holding on to, people come into your life, creators come into your life as soulmates, twin flames, to help you see something about yourself. And only a twin flame, only a soulmate can be able to do that, to reach down in the depth of you, to pull out this vibration and to catalyze you to look inward. Okay? So I hope that that kind of explanation of my perspective on this whole twin flame soulmate thing. I don't disagree that when you come into contact, you may have a really great resonance or great frequency match to somebody. And whether you decide to take that on and to expand on that energy is up to you. But that doesn't mean that other people that come in your life, how brief, how profound it may be, or how far removed it is from you, doesn't mean that they're not another source being who could potentially be a twin flame or soulmate to help you understand more about yourself. So hopefully that expands your conscious, broadens your perspective on this whole twin flame soulmate perspective. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook, or subscribe here on my YouTube page and like the video if you liked it and leave a comment. I love you. I hope you all have a great day and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.